Back now on IceTime.TV, and I'm joined by Nottingham Panthers head coach Rich Chernomaz. And Rich, a disappointing loss for you last night. How did you feel your team bounced back tonight?
Well, I thought we played a much more complete game tonight. I thought the first period, both sides played very physical, and that's the one thing we haven't been getting enough consistency from, especially from our forwards, is physical play. And I mean, that's very important. And I think after the first period, both teams being tied 2-2, and then us going up, and especially the second period, paid dividends for us because of it. But that's the way that and the right way that you have to play, especially against the top teams in the league, and especially against Cardiff.
Chris Stewart has come into the lineup, and he seems to have instant chemistry on the line that you've put him on. How pleased have you been with him since his arrival in Nottingham?
Well, Chris isn't nearly where he would like to be game shape wise. He's a big man, and didn't have any training camp and missed pretty much half the season. So we have to be patient with him. It was good to see him score tonight, and as we progress, I think that he'll be a key player for us. But you could see in the third period his energy started to get a little bit low.
You've done excellently to keep your discipline tonight, right until the end of the game. Do you have an opinion on that last call, and were you happy with how your team went about that?
We had our chance on the power play in the third period. I haven't reviewed the play, but Rick Strachan told me it was a cross check, and that was the best power play in the league tonight, and it was a great shot on the short side, and whether Mike could have had that, have to kind of look back on the replay. But when the last minute of the game, that's where you really have to stick, and be even that much more disciplined, so you're not putting your team in a bad position, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
Finally, Rich, what's your message going to be to your team in training this week in the run-up to next weekend's games?
Well, I mean, the difference between the two teams. I mean, you're playing against a team tonight in Cardiff that has won the championship the last couple of years in a row, and all the teams that they've played, and especially the close games that they've had, they find a way to squeak those games out because they play with a lot of confidence. I think that was their 6th or 7th game in a row that they've won. So when there's no pressure, it's much easier to play. You don't feel the heaviness. And tonight that was our 4th loss in a row, 2 in overtime. And we have to just continue simplifying our game, staying more disciplined, looking and continue to look on video where we make our mistakes, and keep each other accountable for the mistakes that we make, so we can learn and continue the process of getting better at it. And we're getting into the second half of this season, and for us, having a great start, and in the last 20 games not playing as well, you still have to continue to go out and do the things on a daily basis that are going to give you a chance to win, and that's what we have to get better at.
Rich, thank you ever so much for joining us. Safe trip home.
Great. Thank you.